Good morning, y'all, or whenever you watch the video. Good day, evening. This is Angelita, um, the founder of the Homeschool Travel Group, um, and also talk about moving abroad, about my move to Jamaica. I'm still here in the U.S. I do have some things in line that I'm looking forward to. That's keeping me going, but I just wanted to come to y'all for a minute. This has been a while, and just keep y'all updated. But I would just say the U.S. is so hard, and I talk about it a lot in my videos. It's unbelievably hard. I just don't understand why these jobs squeeze us. They squeeze everything out of us. They give us less pay, more work, and I always say this, like, it's beyond slavery. It's robotic. That's how they work us. Um, I'm just so overwhelmed, and the toll that it takes on your mental, and you still try to have to be positive. You smile, good morning, and try to really just be upbeat, and I try to be for my children because, I do homeschool, and it's taking a toll on them as well, me working so much. Trying to make sure they stay on their grade level or get them, help them where they're struggling, because I just don't trust the school system. I feel like that's even more stress. Um, so I have some things in the works that I really believe in. I believe it's going to be my way, at least, to be a better mom, to my freedom. But one thing I want to say is to please encourage your children to dream. Encourage them to help them pursue the things that they like to do. That's the closest way to freedom to me. When you're doing things you like to do, and you gain expertise in it, start young. If they like to do hair, let them practice at a young age. If they whatever they like to do. My oldest daughter, I knew she loved being in front of a camera, so I did everything to try to help her with her goals, even though acting is very hard to get into. I was her biggest fan at her plays. She was considered gifted at the when she was in 8th grade. They even had an IEP for her because she was gifted. She was a discouraged because of the industry, being a black girl. you know it's discouraged her, but it's not stopping her. She's in college, and she's pursuing other things that are kind of aligned with her acting. I believe it will work out for her. But as I said, just really encourage your children to do, you know if you notice something in your children, and most of us do, and I know it's hard to be in tune with your family when you have to work a lot, but you could see the star in them when they're young. You could see the things that they're good at and that makes them excited. You definitely want to encourage that, because you don't want them working jobs that they don't like. You don't want them feeling like worthless. You don't want them feeling like, what's the point of life, when you're doing things that's meaningless for them. So, I just really want to encourage y'all to encourage your children. Like, really encourage them to be all that they can be. You know, try to pinpoint that. So that's just what I came here for, y'all. And it's just so hard. It's hard. I can't sit back and try to make it fake the funk. Like, that's just not me. I try my best to be grateful for everything. A lot of things, I've received a lot of things that I am grateful for, that I did wish for, and I do have it. But the options are so slim here. Is when you don't start young with your purpose. I mean, that your dreams is part of your purpose, what God put you here for. So just encourage your children to be all they can be at what excites them. That's all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Y'all wish me luck on our next venture. And y'all follow me on Instagram. I finally got a TikTok. My kids made me a TikTok. The homeschool travel group. That's on TikTok. Instagram, homeschool travel group. I also have the Natural Bay. The homeschool travel group, I basically talk about learning things for people who homeschool their kids. I also encourage anything African or Black. Natural Bay, I talk about, encouraging things. I also talk about a lot about moving abroad. I'm encouraging people to move abroad. I have my other page, my personal page, but it's private. So that's random stuff. Just kind of how I'm feeling. So y'all follow me. Also like, subscribe, and share if you know anybody that's, kind of trying to figure out what to do with their children, or just you think maybe this video may be for them. So thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all take care.